a brown skin with dreads. Okay. And a black with white. So he gon' drop that neck. He love the way I sit.
You are now tuned in to Angela, but I call her Yee. Way up.
It's truly a party here today on Way Up with Angela.
Hey.
New Mano's here.
What's happening?
Kim Osario's here.
Good morning. Where's your ring?
This one?
We bought these rings together, guys.
Oh, that one. I gotta find it. Or some people call you Kim Osario or something.
They get my name spelled wrong?
Yeah.
No one could ever say it's Osorio.
Osario.
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 That's not that hard.
It sounds like a rapper name.
You think so?
Yeah, El Osario. But anyway, today is also a Wealth Wednesday. So to continue the party, we got our friends from Earn Your Leisure going to be joining us, Troy Millings and Rashad Bilal. You Deserve to Be Rich is the book that they had that came out yesterday. We're trying to make sure this is a New York Times bestseller. I actually hosted their first stop on their book tour that was in Brooklyn.
As you would.
As I should. Mm-hmm. It was a good time, the Brooklyn Bank. But let's get this show started with some love and some positivity. Can y'all handle that?
That's right.
Can you
I'm
handle
all
that?
about positivity.
All right. 800-292-5150. Let's shine a light. It's way up.
I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee with my guy, New Mano.
That's right, baby.
Kim Osario.
Hey.
And we want to shine a light today on Kim Osario.
Hey.
Stop, y'all.
Congratulations. She
Not
actually,
from the Barrios.
just 2 days ago, signed her book deal.
I did.
Now, how many details can you give us?
I love that I tell you this and you go right up with it.
I
You
know,
go
I
right
know.
up with it.
That's what we do.
It's a book I've been working on since 2020.
Okay.
And it is not a memoir. It's a lot different from the first book I wrote, but it is definitely in the hip hop space. And I'm going to be talking about a lot of things that I think people want to get in the weeds with.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, congratulations. Yeah. That is a big deal.
That is a big deal.
Right.
Now, after you finish your book, when we gonna get our show sold? You know, we wrote a show together.
Oh, it's incredible.
Oh, well,
It's
listen.
incredible.
Everything's happening, people.
Yeah.
Everything is happening.
Let's
So
go.
congratulations.
Mano might be in my book.
I should be.
Oh, okay. Now I kind of know.
But as long as everything's true.
It has to be
no
true.
fiction,
I'm gonna
right?
be
People keep
super
on telling
diligent
Mano
with the research.
stories lately.
There's a lot of Mano stories out there, so
There's
he might
a
actually
lot.
be in my book.
There's a lot of things that have happened. We're going to see. But anyway, who do you guys want to spread some love to? Who do you want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150. Oh, Shane, who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on the entrepreneurs out there, with myself being included, because I'm an entrepreneur as well.
What's your business?
I do mobile dog grooming.
All right, shout out to the dogs. Is that dangerous work?
I mean, yeah, it is. You know, sometimes I get bit. It's what I signed up for, though.
Oh, my gosh. And what's the name of it?
Trendy Pups Grooming. So that's trendy spelled regular, _pups, PUPS, _grooming.
What?
And I'm in the tri-state area.
What's the most dangerous dog?
I would say probably a pit bull.
All right, O'Shane, I would love to see some videos of you know, at work. I love dogs. I just was telling my homegirl this morning she should get a dog.
Well, yeah, my page is flooded with them, you know. But I just, thank you for giving me the opportunity to, come on the air. I just want to shine the light on all the entrepreneurs out there, just for waking up every day, relying on our own ideas and hustle, trying to chase our dreams so they can come through.
Well, thank you, O'Shane. I love what it is that you're doing.
All right, thank you.
That was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, you can leave a message and we can shine your light for last word. And when we come back, Yeetie. And so let's talk about Diddy's argument about these freak-off videos. According to his side, they're saying that they are consensual, what the tapes are showing, and that undermines the case. Kim, you're an attorney. Kim Osario's here.
I'm not. I never.
You're a lawyer.
Bar. Yeah, okay.
You're a lawyer. We're going to talk about it when we come back. It's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that yee tea.
Talk to him. It's Way Up with Mano.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kim Osario.
Hey.
Good morning.
And let's get into this Yeetie. So, Kim, you're a lawyer. I know I love saying that. But Diddy's arguing that the videos of his freak-offs that they're using in the case against him prove that he's innocent. There's a new letter they filed yesterday. They said the 9 videos they've showed show private sexual activity between fully consenting adults in a long-term relationship and also show Cassie thoroughly enjoying herself. And they said that Cassie is evidently happy, dominant, and completely in control.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. I mean, I would have to see the tapes because each side is going to argue their point. So what is the prosecution saying? Like,
No, but it's clear that Cassie enjoyed herself.
Is what they're saying.
It's what the defense is saying.
The defense is saying, right.
Everyone always has their argument.
They said also the tapes were not secretly recorded, as alleged, and there were not any minors or other celebrities involved. And they also said that Diddy's team says Cassie kept the tapes herself and handed them over to the government, disputing the claim they were seized during the federal raids. And so they're saying that evidence undermines the core of the government's case.
Yeah, that was really interesting to me.
Because why would she hand that over?
That she handed them over. Then what did they find in the raid? I thought they found videos in the raid.
Supposedly, because that's what we keep hearing, allegedly. Yep. But we ain't heard about no hardcore evidence about them actually having no real evidence on this supposed minors
the freak offs with the minors
or the sex dungeon or whatever. Like,
right. But there are people who did come forward and say that they felt numb. They were talking about this oil allegedly. But that's the other side too as well. But we don't know what other videos we don't know.
We're not going to know until this trial.
Man, the video, everything else come out with the video.
All right, now Cardi B went on X Spaces and was basically, and I saw when she was doing this, she was basically talking about Offset. And it feels like she has just been fed up, had it up to here. Here's what she said.
Do you guys know that my kids didn't receive no Christmas gifts from somebody in particular? Motherfuckers want to make it seem like I was keeping my kids away from them. You love your kids so much and you bought them for Christmas, but you came to New York to buy your other kids gifts on purpose to spite me. Your little games that you do for spite, that doesn't bother me no more, ass.
All right. She also said that she's just ready to be divorced. Here's what she said.
We want to talk about you haven't accepted the divorce because you're not going to agree on my terms because you just want to see the kids. You want to see the kids. You just called your daughter for the first time this year, yesterday, your newborn. I ain't listening after you and your mama robbed me. But you're going to stop playing with me and you're going to sign these divorce papers, ass.
Oof.
So when you get a divorce, everybody has to sign, right?
Yeah,
both parties.
So when you don't sign, what happens?
Then you just
it kind of drags out.
You can get married in one day, but it takes a very long time.
If one person isn't gonna.
Yes. So I mean, even if not, divorces take long.
Right.
It's like a whole legal process.
So, but if the other person doesn't sign, nobody can make them sign, right?
No, you can't force anybody.
You can't, but
why would you want to be married if
the
it's
judge
over?
can say, it's done depending on what is. It's
but they
a
usually
settlement.
don't do that though.
We'll talk about it more. Let my lawyer get it together and we'll discuss that. But Cardi B did say she feels better after all of that. And she is going to be in court with Tasha K for a 2-day court battle. So that's going to be February 24th and 25th with their legal battle with this defamation lawsuit. All right. Well, that is your Yee. When we come back about last night, what did we do last night? I was outside. Okay. Here's Jeremiah and J. Cole with Planes. It's way up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
Last night. I just want to point out it's only January 15th so far, and there's a lot of activity in 2025. Mano's here.
That's how the year starts off right.
Kim Osorio's here.
Osorio.
Not sorry. Osorio. All right. Now, what did you do last night, Kim?
Oh my gosh!
This is about personal. Last night. It's about last night.
Oh gosh! I went to my son. I went to. That's funny. I went to my, and I got to be careful who I sit next to. They like to start rumors on the internet. I went to my son's game.
Okay.
And I had a great time.
Shout out to him. You love his going to his games.
Oh my God.
He plays basketball.
It is the most enjoyable part.
I'm gonna come.
You need to come.
I'm coming to a game.
Come on.
New Mano, what about? Oh, I saw you last night. Why am I asking you? We waited for you.
100%.
Yes. So Mano hit me up and he was like, Justin the Boy wants you to come on his show. Mm-hmm. That's the show where Jim Jones's first episode went viral and has spawned a lot of responses and back and forth and even the teasing of a diss track. And so I went there with Gigi and Jordy Jor from Lip Service. We had a Lip Service episode that was, by the way, quite entertaining. The show Harlem is coming back on Prime. And so we had Jerry Johnson, who's one of the stars of the show. She plays the character Ty. Nice. On there. And when I tell you she's got a fascinating story, recently got engaged. She's polyamorous.
Oh.
So you guys are gonna
Nice.
love when now you wake up, right?
I've not been sleeping.
Well, as soon as I say that word, nice.
You don't hear a lot of women that claim that, so that's great.
And then I went to the Justin the Boy show. They did tell us it was going to start at 7. It did not, but I will, in their defense, say they fed us well, and they actually had pomegranate and kiwi. I've never been someplace where kiwi's just on the table. Like, enjoy some kiwi, enjoy a pomegranate. Okay. Jim Jones was there. Mano showed up. We saw Lola Brooke. She's so cute. And I think she is so pretty. I love her style.
That's right.
Her
Big
personality.
Gator. Big
her
Gator.
music. She's got a huge personality.
That's right. And so little, right?
Right.
The biggest gator.
Good things in small packages.
Yeah.
So that's what I did last night. Any words, Mano?
No, it was all good. I was happy that you came over there and we was vibing and we did some shots and
they gave us Brooklyn Chop House.
Brooklyn Chop
you
House
ate all the
was
rice.
on deck. You went. I seen you go back for 3 seconds.
You're a lie.
Wow.
That was crazy.
That was impossible because you finished everything.
Wow, it wasn't me. That was wild.
But anyway, when we come back, tell us a secret, but make it real. All right, 800-292-5150. Call us up and tell us a secret. Anything that you've done in the past that you've never told anybody or barely anyone knows, or it could be something that happened recently.
And we won't judge you.
We're not going to judge Mano.
No, I don't judge.
And I just want to be clear. People be mad that I don't judge people, but they love that Mano judge. The whole point is that we're not supposed to judge people, right, Kim?
We listen and we don't
We
judge.
listen and we don't judge. They like your judging. 800-292-5150. Tell us a secret. That's 800-292-5150 is way up.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
Everybody calm down. It's time for Tell Us a Secret. Mano's here.
Hey.
Kim Osorio is here.
Kim O
is in the building with us. Are y'all gonna be able to not judge? And I know Kim
never
will.
judge though. Like I speak from a realistic standpoint. I'm not judging.
Okay, so that's your definition of
Right,
judging.
but it's not. No, it's not judging. It's like, hey.
All right, well, let's get into it. Let's see how this goes today. Hello, anonymous caller. Tell us your secret.
A couple years ago, I was with my son's mother and left her for my sneaky link and got engaged to my sneaky link.
Wait, you were dating your son's mother and then got engaged to your sneaky link?
Absolutely.
So then really you were with the sneaky link?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but it's sneaked out.
You stopped sleeping with your son's mother.
No, I'm still sleeping with her still.
You still sleeping with your son's mother.
Still, even though, but you did get married.
No, I actually didn't get married yet.
Like, what's the punchline?
Like,
So this is happening in real time.
It's like
right?
2.5 months from now.
Okay, so you're getting married. Does your children's mother know you're getting married?
She knows, but she still wants.
Did she know she was a sneaky link at first?
She knew she had a man too.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if this marriage is gonna work.
But you're choosing each other, so it might work because that's who you really want to be with.
How about you put them together?
Oh my gosh.
Tell us how that worked out.
You know, I want to, but they ain't going for it.
Yeah, I mean,
all right. Well, thank you for calling.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, anonymous caller, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
It's a no judgment zone. Me, Mano, and Kim Osorio are here. What's your secret?
I'm a man, and I have a twin brother, and we had a threesome a while ago, and I kind of liked it a little bit more than I should have.
You had a threesome with who? Your brother?
Yeah. We down another dude, and then... But we kind of enjoyed each other. Like, we were each other's first, if
What do you mean? You and your brother have sex with each other?
And another guy.
Yeah, but we like have doing it before by ourselves.
Hey, no. We need to shut his mic off.
So you've been messing with your brother.
To shut his mic off.
Wait, you've been messing with your brother before you even had this threesome.
Right, we were each other's first.
What?
It's really not incest. It's more like masturbation.
Man, you are...
Because that's your twin?
What?
This can't be real. I don't think this is real.
Yeah, you lying. First of all, you calling up here, you playing games on the radio.
I'm dead ass serious.
If you don't get your dumb ass off this radio right now talking crazy.
I thought you said you wasn't judging.
I'm not judging, but I'm saying he sound crazy right now. I don't even believe none of this is cap, man.
What would make you believe it?
I won't believe it. I don't believe it. This is cap, and if it's true, this is horrible. This is horrifying. This is despicable.
I think he hung up. How do you top that?
They top each other.
All right. Well, that was Tell Us a Secret, and that's questionable, if you ask me. I don't know. What was that when?
Yeah.
I got to retire from this, man, because it's like...
You can't wait for it.
No, it's just crazy.
You
Those
love
people,
judging people.
I feel like people now trying to outdo the next outrageous story by calling up with another horrible, despicable, outrageous story that's even more
We
crazy
need to
than
do
the
this
last.
animated.
This is nuts.
Maybe.
Okay. But anyway, when we come back, we have your Yeetie, and let's talk about Drake. Since we have a lawyer here with us, we can talk about Drake withdrawing his legal action against Universal Music Group and Spotify. All right, it's way up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot.
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
It's way up with Angela Yee featuring Mano.
That's right.
Kim Osorio.
I like how that sounds.
Okay.
Esquire.
Like that.
Now let's get into these stories. Iggy Azalea, she was talking on live stream on Twitch, and of course they asked her about her ex-boyfriend, who is also her child's father, Playboy Cardi, and here's what she had to say.
Oh, someone's saying, tell Playboy Cardi to drop. I don't speak to him, my love. We haven't heard from that man in over 6 months. We don't know where he is. We don't know or care.
She said that they are not co-parenting. She's been raising their
So he
son,
just went ghost.
Onyx.
But you got
got
to think, any man that'll wear a G-string might not see his kids.
Might not
so,
stay there for a while. Right.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how somebody just does not want to see their child.
I don't understand the ghosting of it all. Just
that is wild.
Right, but if you
to
wear a
me.
G-string, then you got to
Okay.
understand, no disrespect, but if you
In
capable
different-
of doing that.
In different countries.
No.
In a different,
But this is America.
This is America.
Yeah, it's America.
All right, Drake has filed a federal defamation suit against Universal Music Group after he withdrew his legal action against UMG and Spotify over Not Like Us. So he officially withdrew that, where he was accusing them of scheming to illegally inflate Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. But they did file legal paperwork, right, saying they were withdrawing that petition. But at the same time, he's now suing Universal Music Group for spreading the false and malicious narrative that he's a pedophile.
Wow.
Kim, can you break this down?
Wow, sure. Let me break this down. It
you were
sounds
like,
like
this
sore loser energy. But yeah, it's I don't know.
Now, he says that the label was doing everything it could to pump up Not Like Us because it knew it would devalue his music and brand. If you guys recall this suit, and it give them leverage in future contract negotiations. He says he got bot receipts to show just how far the label went. He also says that Universal Music Group attached the label chart topper to Not Like Us, despite knowing that title was based on fraudulent data. And, the Super Bowl is coming up. So we're going to see what happens with that.
I mean, if he has receipts, look, he's talking about he has proof that the label did this, then I understand the decision. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, see, what it is people thought when he dropped that initial lawsuit, that meant that they had come to some type of agreement and everything was good. But apparently they said he was merely clearing the way for this new federal case. So
it's big.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
It could change legislation and,
There's also no direct evidence in this lawsuit that they're going to try to stop Kendrick Lamar's performance at the Super Bowl. There's no way. Can Kendrick do the Super Bowl?
Oh, they trying to do that?
Well, there's no evidence. That
Right.
people think that. A lot of people are like, oh, the Super Bowl's coming up.
Yeah.
He doesn't want him to perform that at the Super Bowl. That's devastating.
Wow.
That's what some people are thinking
Right.
it is, but there's nothing in that lawsuit that says that. But people, that's the speculation.
Well, maybe they're trying to stop him from doing that song.
Right.
Or telling the Super Bowl, you better bleep that line.
Right, but that's the song. Right.
It is the song. It
that
is the song. But they
that
can bleep
he
the
would
line.
want us, that people going to want to hear
How
him
could you
sing
not? People are doing all
that
kind
song.
of
They could bleep
routines
it, though.
to it.
They could bleep it.
Or he could change it
But
up a
I
little.
understand where Drake coming from. How you going to call me? How you going to be allowed to call me something that's not even been confirmed? I've never been accused of that. How y'all allowing that to spread so falsely and so widely like that?
I understand.
He's calling him a pedophile.
And I will say in this rap battle, they both said a lot of untrue things.
Right, but
And
this is a hit,
also,
This is a hit.
That also clears the way for now what, when there's a rap battle, you know what's
right.
But anyway, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, under the radar, these are the stories that are flying under the radar. If you thought you could just go to Starbucks and hang out, guess again, it's way up.
In the news that relates to you, these stories are flying under the radar.
It's way up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Mano.
That's right.
Kim Osorio.
Hi.
We need to do something that's off the air, the banter in between.
Oof.
That banter in between will get us all
It'll be over for us.
canceled.
All right, well, let's get into this under the radar. Now, Starbucks has a new rule. If you are not buying things, you got to get out. All right, they had a policy that anybody could hang out at the cafe, use the restroom without making a purchase. They wanted to improve the overall experience, but they have now reversed that policy that was put in place. Remember, they had that huge PR disaster where the guy who was a customer. They wouldn't let him use the bathroom. Or was he there too long? It was something. They handcuffed him. Black man, like it was awful. So now they are saying, however, if you're not buying something, you gotta go.
I spend too much money at Starbucks for that. I gotta go to the bathroom. Y'all gotta let me in.
Right. That's the tough thing too, because sometimes I do have to go to the bathroom too. What
happens when you gotta do number 2 when you see Starbucks? Boy. Do you not go in?
And don't go in after Mano if he's I'm warning y'all right now, okay? But that's tough. Limiting restroom access at a time where a lot of times there's nowhere to go to the bathroom. Like, what are you supposed to do if you're outside walking around doing things and you have to go? It was nice to know I could run into Starbucks. A lot of places have like the lock on the door.
Yes,
you got to go get the key code, and and if I'm working there, I'm also not trying to beef with you about going to the bathroom.
Right.
Imagine you're an employee, how dangerous a situation could be if somebody needs to use the bathroom and you're like, sorry, you can't unless you buy something.
There's nobody in the world gonna stop me from doing this number 2. You're gonna need to bring the National Guard in here. I am not what?
I would love to see that go viral of you.
Oh gosh. Right. Imagine.
All right, and President Joe Biden, tonight is the night he's going to be delivering his farewell speech from the Oval Office.
Joe.
And they're going to talk about all of the things that did happen, like job growth, lower prescription drug costs, investments in clean energy to fight climate change. A lot of things didn't happen, but they did try to initiate policies, and a lot of stuff did get blocked. But he's going to talk about emerging stronger, more prosperous, and more secure than we were at the beginning of him taking office. So, the Monday the 20th is when Donald Trump.
Yeah. Gas is definitely cheaper. I hope it doesn't go back up.
Can't guarantee nothing. All right. Well, today's also a Wealth Wednesday, and we are going to have Rashad Bilal and Troy Millings earn your leisure here for their new book, You Deserve to Be Rich. This book came out yesterday. I hosted their book launch in Brooklyn, rightfully so. One of my friends hit me from Atlanta, and she was like, it's like church in here, because I guess their next stop was in Atlanta. And she said it was amazing. So shout out to them. Their book, You Deserve to Be Rich, is out. And, of course, we got the Way It Mix at the top of the hour. Happy Wednesday.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot.
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Mano.
New Mano.
Kim Osorio.
Kim O.
By the way, Kim, as we get into this Yee tea, is featured on this documentary on Peacock that's about Diddy. It's called The Making of a Bad Boy.
Yes.
It came out yesterday.
Yeah.
And this is one that people have been talking about because Albie Shore is on here speaking out. Kim, tell me what you thought about this process and the finished product.
I thought they did a good job with the doc. I mean, there are so many docs in development right now on this, right? It's a story that everybody wants to hear about. So I was intrigued. There were a lot of things in there that I found out that I didn't know. Let me just say, I was speaking as a journalist on the culture, like I do. So,
you've been reporting on things.
I've been doing
Let's not
this.
forget, she editor-in-chief of The Source, first woman ever to do that, but also a journalist throughout. I've known you as a journalist since we both started out.
Right, and that's how I was speaking. I think people, this is a real sensitive issue in the community. So I think when people see it, they're like, "Oh, what are you doing on this?"
It's like, not gossip; it's journalism.
I'm actually just speaking about a very big story, and that we're all covering.
All right. Well, Albie Shore is speaking on here, and he talked about how Diddy, Albie Shore used to date Kim Porter. They have a son, Quincy, together. Yes. And then people are know that Diddy raised Quincy.
Right.
It was even rumors that he adopted him. Right. And here is what Albie Shore had to say about Kim Porter meeting Diddy.
At one point, I was working on Casey and JoJo on one of the soundtracks, and Sean came by the studio. I believe he may have been with Misa, and I was in the studio with Kimberly, and we had the baby with us at that point. He walked into the studio, and he looked over, and he saw this really beautiful girl, and she was holding this really beautiful baby. And he said, "Hey, I wish I had a beautiful girl like that."
The whole staff watched it happen. Sean had no shame in his aggression towards Kim.
All right, and he also said it was guy code. Like, you don't go after your homeboy's woman.
That obviously wasn't his homeboy.
Right.
And he didn't respect him.
Clearly it wasn't. We know that now.
He took his chick.
In retrospect.
So?
And then he also had this to say about his son, Quincy, who, like we just said earlier, people look at it like Diddy adopted Quincy. Here's what he said.
There's no adoption. There's no letter to my father and all that. All crafted by a publicist. And if you haven't noticed, his name is still Brown. People thought I was absent, things of that nature. It was basically instructed by Kimberly. I was told that Puffy wasn't too happy about anyone who had a relationship with Kimberly. I was very much under, listen, you promise on our son's life, just stay out of the way, don't do this, don't get involved. Being told, please, don't do that, tough guy Mount Vernon. You will get killed.
Oh my God.
And I know that he does feel like the coma that he was in previously could potentially have been.
He didn't want to go back. You're saying
what?
He didn't want to go back to that coma.
Well, he's saying potentially it could have been, due to this.
Oh, he's saying that.
Yeah, and he's not the only person that said that. People speculate.
What was he diagnosed with that ended him in a coma?
I don't know. I mean, listen, there's a lot of different theories. I don't want to misspeak about what actually.
Got it. But he let somebody take his son.
I think from what he's saying, and I want to understand this properly, is that Kim Porter felt like she was in danger and that he was in danger.
Right.
And basically was like, look, I'm just asking you to please just stay out the way. And he also did say, and he said this to me personally, that he and Quincy did have a relationship. It just wasn't public because Puff would have been, who knows.
He allowed that.
I mean.
Every situation is different.
Yeah, I can't speak on what that man's situation is. But and Kim, have you ever had to beg a guy like, please, I'm just begging you for me, for our family, like just X, Y, and Z, just do this, and I don't know what
you can't come around, and you can't come around our son because my new guy is gonna hurt you and me.
Well, I would never do that to my kids, but we don't know what the situation was.
So scary.
It's just hard because Kim Porter's not here to tell her side, so we can't speculate.
But he's definitely telling his
really
side
happened.
now, though, right?
I mean, he's allowed to do that.
Absolutely. But
all right, well, that is your YT. When we come back, Mano, I know you've had a lot of things you want to express today, and you've been in the news a lot lately.
No, saying, nobody's stealing my son.
Let's talk about it. It's way up.
Here I go.
Hey, everybody,
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
You should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Kim Osorio's here.
Hey.
Mano's here.
I'm actually here.
And it's Ask Yee time, 800-292-5150. We have Elle on the line. Hey, Elle.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good, you.
What's your question today, please?
Okay, so I'm messing with someone 10 years younger than me, right?
Okay.
And he needs a lot of guidance. And I was already married. I already, got to where I am comfortable in life. So I wanted to know, should I leave him alone, or should I keep, guide him a little bit to, mold him to how I want him?
Mold him. Ooh. Well, here's
how
the
you
thing.
want him?
Yeah. What do you want?
You know what it is? He's still a little bit in the streets and want to hang with the friends a lot. He's not out of that mold yet.
Okay.
It's like, no, sometimes you got to spend some time with me.
She either from Brooklyn or Harlem.
Oh my God, I'm from Brooklyn.
I know.
Mano knows you.
Your fellow Brooklynites.
Yeah.
Well, you said you were married before. How serious is this relationship to you? Because it feels like you want to mold him. First of all, you can never really mold somebody to be the person you want them to be.
Right.
But how seriously are you taking this? Or are you just trying to have fun?
That was the thing. It was supposed to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like he was like, no, I want you to be my girl. But I don't know if I'm the first baddie he ever got with. I'm not too sure.
Okay, baddie.
You better be like that too. I'm telling you right now. You better be like that. We checking Instagram pages. You better be like that.
Oh no, I am. Don't do that to me.
Okay.
But he's cashing out, he's doing as far as taking care of me. But it's just spend time. Should I teach him how to do that? Because he's only 23.
The way a person acts is not always about their age. Sometimes it is their mentality too.
Maturity level.
Because you could be a very mature 23-year-old, or you could be 33 and mad immature. So it's not even necessarily just about that. It's about his ambition. It's about, you also want to feel secure, like somebody's got you. Even if he hasn't achieved and accomplished at the age of 23 everything that you have. So don't put too much expectations on him, because trying to mold him into something, you can't do that.
Right.
Just get you a couple of different dudes, though. You got him for what he good for. Get you another guy. Get you a couple of different guys.
Oh no, yeah, I'm definitely outside. Don't get me wrong.
Gosh.
He's trying to fake on my body. He's trying to keep me close. So I'm I don't want to be too close. If you can't be who I need you to be.
All right, yeah, just don't take it seriously. But you also listen. There's also nothing wrong with you giving him just some advice like X, Y, and Z, right?
Right. Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. So you're already raising your kids. You don't want to have another one to raise.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I feel like I'm raising a third child.
Right.
Well, you know what it is.
I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just have my fun and then I'm gonna drop them.
Yeah, tell me about it. Listen, DM me and we'll talk about it.
Oh, shoot.
I'm gonna DM you. I'm gonna say what's up. I'm like this side girl. You gonna know it's me.
All right, say that. We're gonna talk about.
Listen, Mano's ready to be molded.
Right.
Yeah, I'm ready to be molded for real. I'm very moldable.
He's like
for real.
a piece of clay. Just
yeah, just mold me into anything you want.
Good luck,
All right,
Al.
so I appreciate it.
All right, we appreciate you. All right, well, that was Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. In case you couldn't get through, you can still leave a message. And when we come back, Earn Your Leisure. It is a Wealth Wednesday. That is Troy Millings and Rashad Bilal joining us. Their book, You Deserve to Be Rich, is out right now. It's way up.
Had a dream of living wealthy.
And I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee for a Wealth Wednesday. And Stacey Tisdale, my partner's here with me.
Happy Wealth Wednesdays, everybody. It is National Financial Wellness Month, and we are bringing you what Forbes calls the cultural kings of financial literacy. They need no introduction.
I like that.
Earn your leisure.
Yeah, I like that.
Troy Millings and Rashad Bilal. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you for having us. It's a privilege and an honor to be amongst you.
And we are celebrating today because yesterday...
Yeah. It's here.
You Deserve to Be Rich came out. We're so excited for you.
Thank
We're
you.
so proud of this. Is
Beautiful.
awesome.
Beautiful.
It's a really, really a great book. And
I got a
really
little
proud of
advance
you.
copy and managed to read most of it already. Yeah, I did. You know, we do Wealth Wednesdays and there's topics on here that I'm so familiar with because we also, like, similar to what you guys do, we definitely are also always trying to make sure that we are giving whatever financial information that we can to people, bringing on experts.
Straight off the bat, from the title of your book, You Deserve to Be Rich. Why the word deserve, and what did you want to convey with that?
Yeah, I think a lot of times people, coming from working class environments, you don't feel that you're actually worthy of riches. You think that it's out of the realm of possibility. And a lot of times we're put in situations where we think that the middle of the road is the end journey. So the first thing, we're going to talk about stocks and real estate and credit and all that stuff, but the first thing that we had to do is actually get people to understand that they actually are worthy of being rich, that it's not an impossible dream, it's not something that's so far-fetched, it's not something that's only for entertainers and athletes. Like, that every average day person that comes from any background can achieve financial freedom, financial success. So rewiring the mindset of people is extremely important.
It's a Wealth Wednesday. Stacey Tisdale is here, of course, and we are talking to Rashad Bilal and Troy Millings, a.k.a. Earn Your Leisure. Because they would say, like, money can't buy you happiness. A lot of times people equate money with being evil and not something that you should aspire toward. But why shouldn't we aspire toward that? And why shouldn't we feel like we deserve to do that?
Yeah, I think it goes back to, like, the first line of the book. I'm always interested when people open it and see the first line is, the American dream is a lie. Right? Because we've been told, it's the white picket fence and it's the big house and it's the 2.5 kids, which is impossible, and it's the dog, and you realize that dreams aren't monolithic.
Right.
And so people fall into that habit of, like, this is what I have to do, this is what I have to do. I have to work harder to obtain it. And if you study wealth, people work smart more than they work hard. But it's a mindset, right? Like, we have to see it and we have to believe it, but we always have to be around it. And in our communities, too many times we are not around it, right? We don't have close proximity to what wealth looks like. So the first thing to get wealth is, well, somebody got to get rich, right? We always say, like, somebody has to do it once, and then we can become wealthy and we can make it sustainable, we can make it generational. But it starts with that mindset, like, all right, let's debunk everything. Let's retrain, let's rethink, let's start over. So that's what this book feels like for everybody.
All right, Earn Your Leisure's in the building. You Deserve to Be Rich is out right now. Let's make it a New York Times bestseller. We have more with them when we come back for Wealth Wednesday.
Had a dream of living wealthy.
And I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl, Stacey Tisdale. It's a Wealth Wednesday, and we're talking to my guys, Rashad Bilal and Troy Millings, Earn Your Leisure. And y'all talk about viral questions that happen on social media, which is always a fun thing, because like I said, this is a really relatable book for anybody, right? So one of those questions that you guys had on there is about co-signing, right? I gotta ask y'all, like, if a family member did ask you to co-sign, because that's a hard thing. You know what I mean? When it comes to family and money, would you tell them no?
I mean, I've learned, and this is, again, something we talk about, like becoming the CEO of the family and understanding that no is a complete sentence. The education around it is important, right? So if I'm going to tell them no, I'm going to tell them why I'm telling them no. Right, because it may not even be a great decision for you to even have this vehicle.
You don't want to be an enabler,
right? You can't afford this, right? Or your credit might be the issue why you need the cosign. So let's deal with the issue, right? Why is your credit in shambles, right? Like, how can we improve that so that the next time when you try to get this loan or whatever it is, you won't need a cosign and you're doing it so. So, like, the definitive answer is important, but the education of why you're giving the answer, I think, is equally as important.
Like, even loaning money, you shouldn't ask to borrow money from somebody if you know you can't pay it back. But also, you shouldn't loan money to somebody that you know can't pay you back. It's irresponsible on both people's decisions. So, if I'm gonna do something for you, then I'll do it out of love, and I'm not expecting to get the money back. If I get it back, then it's a blessing. And then if somebody is continuously asking you for money, then that's your fault for actually having that type of energy around you.
And you guys are very explicit in this book also about not trying to shame people for being in the situation that they're in.
That's why I think it's important that conversations are had early on.
It's a Wealth Wednesday. Stacey Tisdale is here, of course, and we are talking to Rashad Bilal and Troy Millings, a.k.a. Earn Your Leisure. Well, listen, you guys, I'm, of course, excited about this. You deserve to be rich. Master the inner game of wealth and claim your future.
Their book came out yesterday. Everybody should get it. One final thing.
And the book tour is happening.
This is the week that some of those January 1st resolutions start to get a little
fuzzy.
What advice do you have for people to stick to their financial resolutions?
Use history as the greatest lesson, right? If you created a resolution in 2024, how did your year go, right? Did it go as planned? If you know that's happening, there's a historic lineage of you not sticking to your plan and your life has been in the same position, it's time for a correction.
And don't give money to people who don't have any.
And don't give money to people who don't got nothing.
What would your piece of advice be to stick to your resolution?
You gotta break your goals up into different time frames because it gets overwhelming if it's just one big goal. Like if you have a goal to make $100,000, like that's not really a goal, that's a wish. You gotta break it down to smaller goals, and that makes it more attainable. A yearly goal is okay, but a monthly goal is good, a weekly goal is better, and a daily goal is the best. Conquer the day. One day at a time. That's real. Like one day at a time. Sometimes we get ahead of ourselves and we get frustrated. And that's when you quit. I'm gonna lose 50 pounds. No pathway to do it. And then you just miss the gym. Like I need to work out for 1 hour every day.
Yeah.
I can't control the results. But odds are if you work out for 1 hour every day, if you stop drinking soda, if you just conquer the day, you're going to see results in 3 months.
All right. Thank you guys for normalizing the wealth conversation in our community.
Yes.
Honestly.
And check them out on their book tour and make sure you buy that book too.
Please.
Because you deserve to be rich.
Out right now, and it's the audio version is out also. So you can go to Amazon, you can go to Barnes & Nobles, anywhere. We pushing real hard this week, trying to get on the New York Times bestsellers list. So we need all the help.
I feel good about it for you.
Feel good too, but you never know. You gotta secure the victory.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You can watch that full interview on my YouTube channel for Wealth Wednesday. And when we come back, of course, you guys have the last word.
Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up is Way Up with Angela Yee. Kim Osorio is here. Mano's in the building. And you guys had a great time with y'all today. This is really fun.
I'm so glad you didn't have anyone pop up on me.
It's not over.
Okay.
So as a matter of fact, who's at the door? No, I'm kidding. No, but honestly, we didn't even get a chance to clear that up.
We didn't.
Like, why would we not do that? Mano cleared his name.
He sure did. Because there's something for us to clear because everybody knows our intentions are pure.
And I just want to clarify for the record, nobody shot nobody. Nobody was beefing these guys. And we're talking about Math Hoffa and we're talking about Heineken and Esso. They had some beef. And if y'all follow this podcast stuff, it was a business dispute.
Yeah.
It wasn't. And so I just want to put that out there. These are people that run into each other, have seen each other on multiple occasions, and had a conversation that had loud New York talk involved.
Yeah, and we knew that they would not take it there.
Now, if it was Mano would have pretended to have a gun.
He might have had like a...
The whole club.
Listen.
Ran out, cleared the whole club out, and ran out like, nah, I was just bluffing.
But anyway, thank you to Earn Your Leisure. Okay, Rashad Bilal and Troy Millings for joining us today. Don't forget, I also have a Wealth Wednesday Real Estate Club that I'm very excited about launching. It is amazing. I have a lot more things coming up. I just did another, I just sold a house.
Again?
Well, from yesterday. I know I told you.
So you don't need the You Deserve to Be Rich book, because you are.
there's other things in there that I need to learn more about. I told them that like stocks.
That's
and
right.
Mano has a guide for me, so we're gonna discuss that in the near future.
I want to read the book.
But of course, this is your show, so you have the last word.
Hi, my name is Kennedy, and I would like to shine a light on myself. I've been through so much in 2024, lost so much, but by the end of the year and the beginning of the year, I had gained it all back. So this, I guess, is just a motivational thing because it's been rough these last couple of days, but I would like to shine a light on myself because I am giving it all that I have.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee